Yo, we live? I think we live. Alright. Almost gonna start. Doing a couple things. It'll still be like a minute or two, but... Did I tell you guys my power button on my smartphone fell out? I can't turn off my phone. I can turn it on though by tapping the screen. But for turning it off, I just wait. So it used to be like 1 minute wait time to turn off the phone. I just set it to the shortest time available, which is 15 seconds on my phone. My bad. S10. Samsung S10. It's 15 seconds. So now I just got used to the... Yeah, I also double tap my power button to use the camera. Can't do that anymore, so I use the other options, like, you know, Lies of Ken. What about which part's the lie? Mr. I Hear Boss Music. How you doing, kitty? Welcome, welcome. I'll start in like a minute or two, okay? Good to see you, though. How's your obstacles today? If you feel like typing. Sit back, relax. Well, you know, at least for the watching part. We'll be doing the same part that I've already done, which is the opening scene sequence, but that's because I'm planning to try this in hard, and so I need a refresher, because the game is really hard and hard. That's what I keep getting told. It's harder than any Dark Souls game, according to a lot of people. But it depends on the person, of course. If you're really good at parrying, then it's just hard, but not ridiculous. But I think it's going to be really hard for me. I don't have very much Sekiro experience. Alright. So, I am trying to get DLSS to work better, I should say. So let me just spend just a minute or so. Oh my god, it's not even loading. Maybe I'll just play. Let's just play. I don't know why, but the Nvidia app is just really janky. For me, anyway. It's probably because it's fighting with the other graphics card. Oh, crap. Yeah, maybe I just need to turn off the AMD one. Maybe I'll try that. How do I turn off the AMD? How do I turn off the AMD driver? I don't think I can. And by that I mean the AMD thingamajiggy. What is it doing? Yeah, I think there's a little bit of minor issues with, like, you know, the fact that I have two graphics cards in one system. Sometimes maybe it's fighting for dominance or something. I don't know. Can I even... No, I don't think I can even close it. It just goes to system tray. Okay, whatever. It'll work. It'll just use the old version of DLSS. That's fine. It won't even do global settings. I don't understand. It's just like unable to retrieve. What the hedge fund? Alright. Screw it. We'll play it in we'll play it with no DLSS. How's that? We could try that. See how it runs without DLSS. It won't even tell me how many frames per second. Like, it's just not compatible or something. Alright, let's try. So, this is the standard difficulty. Look, Legendary Stalker, the hardest difficulty is the standard difficulty. Challenging combat. They should really say very challenging combat. Alright. Lies of K. Funny enough, DLSS 4 is a K override. Model K. Ooh, it's a little loud. Hopefully it doesn't... Hey, Linda. Hopefully it doesn't, affect the audio again, because I play with my microphone on and my speakers on. And it's been fine for most games. As long as it's not, like, super loud. See how it looks on the RTX. I've never played it on the RTX. But it's not telling me the FPS. Like, it's just refusing to cooperate. Okay. Well, I can tell it's smooth. Tell you what. I'll use this FPS meter. It'll show up in the stream, but that's okay. I just want to know what we're getting. Because can be something reasonable with volume. Okay, so it looks like we're getting about 59 FPS, give or take. Is that right? 55, 56? I could deal with that.
There you are.
I could turn on DLSS if we want a 60 stable.
All over for you.
But the visuals will slightly degrade. You know what? Let's just put it on. Or ignore it, because I can't seem to. Oh, never mind, I can. I was just joking. I like to mess with settings, so sorry if you don't enjoy watching me try them out. Let's do highest quality, so it's just a slight bit of DLSS. We could also change, these settings are not ultra, they're like high, and only textures are ultra. Yes, I see your emoji. I'm not sure who that is though. I guess this is DLSS. Oh, you could immediately tell. It's not bad, but... And the FPS actually went down, so... What gives?
Jimmy will restart soon.
I see they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry. My name is Sophia.
Could have sworn I pressed auto.
Please come to Hotel Krat, and I'll explain what's happening.
Hotel Krat.
Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
Use belt. Use an item from the extra bag. Hold down. Activate extra bag. What? Oh, that's the same system as Elden Ring. Okay. That's like a quick use. But it's done with X instead. Do you want me to use that? I don't know if I want to use that. What? Character would die if he uses to wish to continue. No. Okay. I need to figure it out. Some stuff. Extra bag. Let's see. Oh, all of the stuff that I got from purchasing the game. The extras. Dragon Crescent Glaive. Banana of the Honorable. I know it says bandana, by the way. In case you guys are wondering. Alright, pulse cell, grinder, monad's lamp. This is what we want. And I used to put this on the left. Oh, perfect. Now we can do... Woo! It's brighter. Yeah. Alright. I don't know if I like that it's on this button, but whatever.
Find
Figure it
something
out.
that might help.
By the way, I can't run currently. It will once I get out of this area, but...
The
This
streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there.
Only one of them, though.
Helpful on your way to the hotel.
What was the reference to yesterday's stream? So we got a strength weapon, dex weapon, which is probably gonna suck because it's gonna do so little damage. This one's kind of like in between. So in the past playthroughs, I've always used this one. So let's try this one. Path of the Cricket. What are the other options? Sweeper, Bastard. Just do Cricket.
Destination Hotel Krat. Recommend escaping from
Saber
this
blade,
location.
puppet saber blade, something. Okay, whatever. Alright. And this is where the game starts. Obviously, even though it's very hard, it's still not going to be hard yet. This is our very first enemy. But before I do that, by the way, there is no pause in this game. I think a dude already is coming after me. Nope, nope, he's chilling. Okay, I still only get 52 frames. So let's chunk on some more deals. High quality, highest quality doesn't make sense. Did that activate or? Yeah, it's a little blurrier. I don't like it. I'm just gonna turn off the autofocus. I also want to try ultra settings just to see what it looks like. So let's do both. Let's see how much the graphics card can handle. First off, which doesn't seem to affect the frame rate that much, honestly. But it looks better. Yeah, a little bit. It's less blurry. We're getting 50. Oh my, yeah. When you said that, I was like, that's not leg shot. Oh, it is a leg shot. Hey, leg shot. You're back. Welcome, welcome. We doing hard mode this time. I'm gonna assume you would vote hard mode. I'm gonna see if I can play through it a little bit longer than what I've been doing in the past couple times, though. And so we're redoing the intro because I have to, because it's hard mode. So I need to make sure that I remember everything and learn everything again. But I could always tone it down if it gets absolutely ridiculous, but I'll try not to. Okay, okay. The other thing is, you guys might not care, but I'm going to see what it looks like on... Where the heck is the graphic settings? Oh, there you go. Let's try best. See what it looks like. And also how much the frame rates dip. This is supposedly best. Everything. Seems fine to me. Just play. Alright. How hard is hard? Okay, obviously first two enemies are not going to be that bad. I'm a little sad I'm only getting what am I call it? What? It definitely looks better, by the way, but I don't know how much better. Well, it's smooth enough to play anyway for me. I'm not a stickler for 60. 50 or even 45 is something I'm very used to. Alright, now we have heals. Maximum number of pulse cells. These are basically flasks. You know, Estus flasks or whatever they're called in Elden Ring. I can't remember. When you reach the maximum, the cell will be discharged. If you attack enemies while the cell is discharged, pulse cell will gradually charge. So that's something that's unlimited deal is over. Yeah, yeah, for sure. We heard about that. Sorry. So one thing that's different about this game is you can get one heal back if you use up all your heals. But then you survive for a while, then you can get one heal back. Alright, starting us off easier. It's still partially true that I know how to play the game because it's so similar to Souls. Partially true. But there's a big emphasis on parry, which is a problem. There's going to be a really decently strong enemy once you go in that room behind these bars. Don't worry, it gets hard very quickly, which everyone seems to have voted for, more or less. Assuming leg shots vote, by the way. Can't remember if there's any in this room. Guard, L1, okay. So this is the main parry button. Yes. Understood. Basically, I did a little bit of, you know, I know this game a little bit. By the way, it's a good game. We can roll and break boxes. It's a good game. Guaranteed. Alright.
You cannot see the dark. Switch me on and gently will light the way.
I know the first area, so I know like where everything is and all that. I believe. The punk. Thermite, whatever that is. By the way, how do you... What was that? I'm trying to, like, heal my freaking thing. I guess the tutorial will just teach me. I think I used a weapon by accident. Dang it! Was there a enemy here? Ooh, I can pee here. Lies of pee, get it? Ooh, you could even see your own reflection, kind of. Kind of a creepy reflection. Can't see most of it. Distorted. What is this? Nothing? Okay. Alright, hitless run. Hitless. So far hitless. But of course, will not continue, most likely. Ooh, look at how good of a game this is. You can roll and break stuff. Very different aesthetic from like any other Souls game. It's very clean and like not everything destroyed kind of thing. Okay, there should be a tutorial here, right? No? Oh. Oh. Kind of a tutorial. What is that? That sound. It's very unnerving, which I guess is what they're going for. Okay, there should be one or two enemies around here. No? Nothing else? Oops, I broke the ladder. I mean, yay, I broke the ladder. Alright. Is he facing backward? If he is, I will take the crit. Oh, there's another one. Oh! No, my hitless run! Couldn't even get out of there, you little punks. Oh, and the heal button is not what I might remap these buttons. Okay, so there was a douchebag behind the corner. Damn it! There goes my hitless run. Alrighty. It hits so hard too. Just a couple hits, I'm like half HP. Lies? What about the lies? Locked device. There are doors and ladders all throughout Krat that are locked by devices. You can unlock these doors and go down ladders to create shortcuts. Which I did know. If I can concentrate on explaining the game while actually fighting as well, then I would. But we're about to fight a strong dude. That dude. So this game has a lot more emphasis on parrying, which is this. And if you parry at the perfect time, it's, you know, you take no damage. But if you parry at the not perfect time, you still block, which you take some damage, but the damage is recoverable if you attack in the next few seconds. So it's like a variation of Bloodborne's, where you can get HP back. And no, you cannot sneak up to this guy. He's programmed so that he will notice you. And he's quite strong from what I recall, so let's see how it can do. How come it didn't dodge there for a second? Aggroable. Oops. Got to take advantage. Fable arts. I think I might have already done this, but some distinct blades and handles that each have their own fable art. Fable arts use up fable slots, and different fable arts use a different number of slots. Change fable slots by attacking enemies with weapons. I don't understand, but I guess right now I'll just not worry about it. Oh, it's just triangle? Well, that might be okay. Okay. That dude actually is pretty hard, believe it or not. We're supposed to be. And this is on hard mode, so not a bad start. How do you use this again? So this game has like a weapon damage system that is much more relevant. Wait. Okay. Where do I... Where's the door that I opened? A lot of first-time players will die on that dude. Especially in hard mode. Maybe not in normal mode. So... I think this weapon is the best one out of the three. Probably, I'm guessing. Because it's nice and fast, but it still does decent damage. They want to destroy me, yes. I know it's an old comment, but... Oh, no shit. You know? This is one of those games where, like... You know, once you get... numbed to the experience, then you don't question it anymore. But initially, it's like... Why is every single thing attacking me? You know, there's like nothing out there that doesn't attack me. They all attack me. Alright, I remember this area. This is a grace that I absolutely should use. Stargazer it's called in this game. Never played a game in hard mode, except fighting games in panel. I'm sure they're all very hard, but I would suggest... This is only a theory. Excuse me, sorry. This is only a theory. It's not like I've tested this with games, right? Because I usually play games in whatever is the intended difficulty. Sorry, by the way. Intended difficulty. I'm just burping, by the way. If you're going to do a game in hard mode, do one that is designed to be played in hard mode as the default. So like Liza P. I don't recommend Liza P, actually, because it's probably one of the hardest. I would recommend Elden Ring, to be honest. Because it's friendly. But still hard. But you know, just a game that is designed around the hard mode will be hard, but fair. Or at least that's the hope.
Device the stalkers used in the past.
Warning. Puppet threshold exceeds danger estimates. Please reduce puppet numbers or reset danger parameters.
What?
As we are not strong enough to beat the puppets. But if I lend my power to this Stargazer for a moment. Gather ergo, clever one. This Stargazer will make you stronger. But the Stargazer's strength doesn't last forever. So be careful with it. Hurry up and come to Hotel Krat.
Yeah, panel, that's true. 10 is essentially hard mode, right? Can I level up? Let's see. Add ergo. When spending ergo to level up or to make purchase. Held ergo can also be used. What? Only the held ergo in the bag can be used, while the held ergo in storage cannot. Okay, so I guess I carry the bag, and storage is like magic box. That's a guess, currently. R3 to add ergo. What? Whatever. I'm just gonna get HP. HP is always a safe choice. For now. Ooh, I can get 2 levels. Let's do 2 levels. How do you... And what is add ergo? Oh, if you have fragments, you can use them on the spot. Okay. I will figure it out later. Let's just get the HP. I think that's reasonable. A little bit more sustain. Leg shot's favorite. Ooh, you can... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get a 3rd level just because using one of these will allow me to. How do you use? Okay, so that's like a ergo that you don't lose. Ergo must be the currency. The equivalent of, I'm just gonna go all HP this time. Of course I could have just probably killed a couple of enemies in this area and done the same. Whatever. Use storage. I think I'm okay on storage. Alright. I know there's enemies in this area and some of them are quite fast, like dog equivalents basically. In fact, they're completely dogs. Damn it, they hit me. Where's the dog? Oh. Did I see a second dog? Okay, I did. Not bad. Kind of hard to avoid damage completely in that area. Ah. Hopefully this guy's alone. Free kill? Free kill? There goes the... Oh! Oh shit. Fucking surrounded. Ooh, a 2-for-1 deal. I was a little lucky. Avoided the damage. Hey, look at this good game. Roll and break stuff. Guaranteed good game. Oh, on that note, I should. Square. I might change the buttons eventually. I'm not used to this. Except for the dodge button is fine, but... I'll play with it. I haven't had trouble so far, maybe it'll be okay. I should eventually commit to a game, but I'm like jumping around a lot right now. You may have noticed. Wow, he almost came at me right away. That's surprising. Okay, is that all the dudes in this area? Air dog is a problem. Okay, finally got a lock on. Yeah, dogs are always tricky. Seems like in every Souls type of game. They're just faster and a little bit harder to predict. For early game anyway. Mobs, dogs are a little bit more annoying. Okay, did I see another item? Sorry if I spin the camera too fast. I always work on that, but I always end up apologizing because I'm like, I don't know if that was good. Fatal catalyst. Okay, is that most of the items in this area? While I'm at it, most of the enemies in the area? I don't think I want to turn down the camera spinning speed because like when I need to turn it fast, I feel like it's about right. No, if I use this, they'll all respawn. Okay, so where are we going? I didn't take that much damage. The fact that there's ungrabbed items here kind of suggests that there might be unkilled enemies here. No? There's not. Alright. There's like dead horses here and stuff. Okay, so it's either up there, which I guess we found out it wasn't up there, or this way. That looks like a dude. Yes, I know, Dash, thank you. Just a little concerned if anyone was behind here. Try to sneak up to this dude? Or is he gonna notice? Is it a tarp? It's not. That dude's gonna come get us, I guess. Alright, let's do it. Let's dance. Let's dance. It's not gonna end well for you, though. Oh, jeez, I vastly overestimated him. I gave him, like, so much space, like, uh-oh. Alright, let's see what's over here. Pretty sure this is the wrong way, but let's find out. The roll is a little bit wimpy. Look at this. The breaking of the boxes is not as satisfying as some games, I would say. Whoa. Okay, I guess this is the wrong side of the shortcut. If you get this door from the other side, it'll open up. That better not have damaged me, that would be pretty rude. Alright. Any other enemies down here? I feel like I saw a dude, but whatever. Alright. Let's go down the stairs. Hard mode and panel still level 5. You might be right. And then very hard mode is like level 6. Right? Something like that. I like the environment in this game anyway. And in higher graphical settings it does look pretty decent. Is that the only dude? If he is, I'm gonna sneak him. He seems to be trying to get into this door. I will take 3 kills. Alright. Ergo, I think that's basically money / EXP. I guess they copied souls in that aspect. The money and the EXP are the same. Fucking dogs. Damn it, I thought I dodged that. I think that dodge was too late. Dogs are annoying. In the games. Have to break them. Required by law. The Ken law. Okay, I vaguely remember this part. So... This is where it'll teach me the fury attacks, the red attacks. And if you go left, it'll start to kind of go bzz, bzz, bzz and say a few things. I recall to the left there's nothing except an item. It's kind of like the rundown area of the city, huh? Okay, so it'll start going bzz, 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 bzz. Then there'll be like a bigger dude with a fury attack right around here. And it'll tell me. So this one you must either completely be out of the way. By the way, sorry, let me just make sure. Smoothie burps. Yes, I didn't see that. Sorry about that. Some games give special, but I did see that though for some reason. I know in some games like Super NES Contra, you actually couldn't even fight the last boss unless you played in hard mode. So yeah, some games it'll just like skip final bosses and stuff if you don't play in hard mode, and give you like inferior endings. It depends, of course. Super duper hard mode with just pink finger while watching TV. I remember. So Linda doesn't know what panel is, I think, much, but it's a puzzle fighter game that's called Tetris Attack on Super Nintendo and Pokemon Puzzle on N64. And then I think it's Panel de Pon 2 on the GameCube, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, is this game actually paused right now? That's cool. Souls never pauses fully. Good old games. GOG. The recommended digital game store for me. Okay, what was I about to say? I can't remember. Damn you. Damn. This wind-up is so hard to predict. Yeah, that's the one that's hard to dodge. Okay, that was perfect. At least I did one perfect parry, but I didn't do it on the Fury attack. So, I don't remember what I was talking about, so I'm just going to talk about the Fury attack instead. So the Fury attack, you can only dodge it if you dodge it completely. You can't dodge it with iframes, and you can't parry it with imperfect parries. You can only perfect parry it. So that red, when the enemies glow red, they're called Fury attacks, and you have to either completely dodge it, meaning like actually not be in its way. Whereas, you know, some other attacks you can dodge just with iframes, invincibility frames. When you roll, you're invincible for a very short amount of time. Enemies over here? Guess not.
Destination Hotel Krat. Optimal location for observing the destination.
So we go in there. Hotel Krat. Our destination. This game is very similar to Souls. Like, they took a lot of inspiration from Souls. And I believe there's enemies right around this corner, and they're kind of hard to deal with. Because of the projectile. Luckily it didn't hit me. I can deal with it. Damn it. Okay, I'll use the terrain to my advantage. Alright. Now we can one-on-one this fucker. Alright. Now we can grab our items in peace. Wait, did I kill that one? It looked like it was alive for a second. Alright. Oh, a dog. Damn it. Okay, one thing at a time. I remember this part. Here, there's like a little fucker behind it. No? Okay, this must not be that exact location. Yeah, the breaking boxes is not as satisfying. The sound, and it's just not very impactful. I guess it wasn't this specific location. It was a little fucker trap hiding behind a corner. Can I just drop in on him? That worked out really well. Considering there was 3 of them. That worked out quite well. Ooh, this breaks. Nice. I think otherwise we would have come from this direction. Yeah, okay. This was just an alternative way to approach. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and some others that better remember. Fight my Zangief. Zangief comment. Kitty is a pretty good, I would say, at fighting games, or, you know, kind of the equivalent of me at Souls. Competent. That's my impression. I don't really know though, because I don't judge those very well. Was it here? There's some area where there's like a little fucker behind the corner. Because I've done the introduction area quite a few times. Okay, just in case I die, I'm going to open up the shortcut. Even though in the introduction area, the shortcuts are quite useless, I would say. I guess if you die, yeah. Oh, this is not a shortcut at all. Yeah, not a shortcut, okay. Good to know. Tekken and stuff. The rest I'll let Kitty talk about it. Although knowing Kitty, I kind of have an idea what he's going to tell you about how good he is at stuff. Oh, cool. These mobs are unbelievably weak. This one's a little faster. Hopefully I can go on out. I'm assuming... Okay. Alright, let's go. I'm being like really safe, but eventually I'm gonna need to like practice fighting monsters. And be able to do it, you know, 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 instead of 1-on-1. But of course, like making the situation 1-on-1 is part of the... Right now that combo seems to work pretty well. Alright, if I recall... Wait. This is weird, but okay. Just kind of not what I was expecting. Let me get this dog quickly before he gets to respawn. I was hoping there's no other dude behind the corner where I'm not seeing. And there wasn't, so that was good. Pretty sure you can't go that way. It's made to look like there's more over there, but there actually is. What is this? Most loyal servants. Puppets! Part of the lore. Alright. As you would expect, the game performs pretty well on the RTX. I wish we can get the LSS4 working, but it's just not. Yes, I have to break every box. I'll try not to do every single one, but I do break a lot of them. Okay, hopefully this is the correct side where we can open the shortcut. Yes. This is an actual shortcut. Let's just back to the area that we already were. So we won't go too far, I just want to like visually remind myself. Killed everything so far, so we should all be dead anyway. Alright.
A powerful parade puppet is blocking the entrance, and that's the only way in.
Parade puppet.
So please, be careful.
I mean, I'm being careful. You don't have to tell me twice. These are not enemies. And this is actually a thing to be. Checkpoint. Kind of hard to tell sometimes. Stoof? Stoofy. guy doesn't actually hurt, just for practice. Kind of hard. That's perfect block. You can tell there's more marks. That's not perfect. So wow. That red one you can only block with perfect blocks. Obviously that was perfect. Yeah, it's practice buff. Okay. I guess I'll use this. Although, hold on.
Hello there.
I think this is a
Welcome to
merchant.
Krat, visitor.
Yep.
I didn't think
We're almost
there
at the
were
first
any
boss.
stalkers left to fight the puppets.
I don't remember
You didn't hear?
I must have missed the spot because there wasn't a little fucker around the
whole
corner.
organization fell apart.
Maybe there was and I already
All
killed it.
that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own.
I might have
You
missed
ought
the
to buy
spot.
something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone.
Does he have plastic saran wrap around his mouth? Oh, I almost forgot I need to repair my weapon. How do you use it again? Yeah, in this game, repairing is quite relevant.
Out here
Whereas in
alone?
Bloodborne,
You could
if you're
use some
even
help.
slightly careful, it's never
Here's
going to
a
break.
festival gift for you. Now,
Okay, let's buy something? I don't know. Blitz abrasive, imbues weapon with electric blitz. I'm not worried about buffs and stuff yet. We'll figure it out later. Throwing cell. Upper barrier that can be thrown. Electric blitz damage. Nah, not right now. Puppet saber's blade. I think this is exactly what we have. And then if you want, you can buy the other starting items. So this is the heavy blade, I think. There's a cool thing about this game where you actually, every weapon is both like a blade portion or weapon portion and then the handle portion. So even if you have like, this is the rapier, I think it's like the fast weapon. This is the heavy weapon. Great sword of fate hand. I'm not going to worry about it today, but eventually I'll look into these. But yeah, every weapon can be like have a lot of combinations because they have a blade and a handle, and they all give you like different characteristics when you combine them. So there's a lot of possibilities. Sold out. What? Fable Catalyst. Fable Charge. And what's this throwing cell? Okay. So this might be like, I don't remember what Fable is. Is that like for your special attacks? Like mana or something? Okay, I'm just not going to buy anything right now. Maybe I could sell something, I don't know. But let's see if I can boost any levels, because we are about to fight Bouse, I think. 13. Lucky 13. Vigor. It's Vigor stamina. Capacity. Okay, okay. Motivity. Who is that with the emojis? Is that you, kitty? Motivity. That's actually a good way to get my attention. If you feel like I haven't read your comment in a while, feel free to spam emojis. Because that way there's a moving thing, so it catches your eye. Whereas text is just, you know... What's motivity, by the way? Seems like it just boosts your physical attack, maybe? Technique, so this must be like dex or something, I don't know. And then advance. Okay, right now I'm going to stick to HP. Okay. And how much do I need for... Okay, so... I need 200 more, is that right? Required... No, I need one more. I'll go to 14. Alright. Yeah, this game is more familiar to me than Sekiro, even though Sekiro is also Ken's biggest fan. He supports my streams, and I appreciate that. I think that's fair to say. I don't know if he's my biggest fan, but I appreciate him just stopping by all the time. Same goes for all of y'all. It's more fun when you all join, so yeah, thanks for dropping by. Sounds kind of cliche, but I really mean that. I don't really care for like strangers. No offense to strangers and lurkers, but the exception of a certain stranger that is actually the friend of a non-stranger. If you're paying attention. And around. Okay, let's see. Alright, time for boss. Time for boss. I don't have much to lose, so that's good. Only 57. Very little. Okay, I didn't need to break that. I could skip that at least. Okay, so in hard mode, this dude is actually quite challenging, this boss. Like, I've lost to it many times. So let's see how that goes. Cutscene incoming! Stranger danger. Cheerleader, so-and-so. What's her face? The ugly one! Brownie points if you know the reference. Kitty calls you Ladle. L-A-D-E-L. Oh no! A bigger puppet with red eyes. It must be friendly. Okay, this is gonna be pretty hard. In hard mode. Whoa. It's not dodging. What the fudge? Okay. Ooh, blocked it. See, you can't iframe through those. Ah! In the middle of my attack. Damn it. There's this a lot, which is pretty intense if you do it. I can't move. Okay. Yeah, this dude's freaking hard, man. Damn it, I thought I dodged that. Oh shit! He can attack faster in phase 2. So we got him to about 50%, which is not bad. Reduced to a kitchen tool. Basically, you just run out of heals when you fight this dude, unless you dodge or block a lot of his stuff. And the dodging feels really clunky to me there. I'm gonna try lowering the graphics to high, just to increase the frame rate, and that should reduce input lag slightly. But I mean, it should be like negligible difference, but nonetheless, we'll do it. So. Where is it? There we go. Let's reduce to high, but we can still put texture quality to best, because that's just a VRAM thing. If you have VRAM, you can use it. And we're up to almost no extra FPS. Let me turn on DLSS quality. It's not going to look as good, but it might be fine. I'm probably overthinking it. DLSS. I just like to mess with these stuff, but I'll try not to spend too much time doing it. Alright, DLSS quality. Yeah, now we're close to 60. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's so I get my money back. I guess this boss is friendly in that way. Has a similar squishy door. For alright, I'm gonna do worse this time. That's kind of the something that happens. Jeez, that wind up. I pressed dodge, I swear. What is it about this game? It's not dodging. Luckily it didn't do that much damage. Good block. Oh, didn't get the crit. So hard to read. I am pressing block. Damn it. Oh, that was a tap. Fuck. Cool. I got a crit. Damn it! There we go. Got it. This helps. Alright. Is this possibly doable? Damn it. Dodging just does not work for me right now. Damn it, it's close. Just don't choke. Oh, just almost choked. Damn it! It totally choked. I did something wrong, like completely. I should have had that. I'll get him next time. I was kind of hoping to do it in 2 tries, but I guess it'll be 3. But I remember the first time it took me like 10, so... on hard mode. Even on normal mode I think it took me 3 last time. Which is kind of bad. But I guess it just means even normal mode is not that easy. It was close, yeah, sorry. I really should have had it. I choked at the end. Like, legitimately I choked. Oh, I did dodge that. Damn it, he had a 3rd attack. Damn it, I tried to dodge it. One of those fury attacks. Choke. Damn, he can attack as soon as he gets up. Yeah, just kind of at the end, I was like, okay, I can just wail on him and he'll die. Okay, still used every heal though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get better at the parrying, but they kind of do like these weird wind-ups, and that's just kind of a theme throughout this game I've heard, is that because they're puppets, they kind of do like, you know, if it was like, if it was me trying to explain it through only voice, because I'm not on the camera. They kind of do like this movement, if you know what I mean. They're kind of jittery. Okay, which way did it come from? I think this way, so this way is to move on. Not bad. Third try. I think it was third try, right? Should have had it on the second, but yeah, it is what it is. I just did way more damage per taking damage ratio. Wait. This is backwards. Fudge. Oh well, you know what? I'll do this because bosses don't respawn, and I'll get my 3 heals back. Plus, I might be able to level up. The boss gives me some... Okay, he does. Perfect. It might have helped that I chose to, to focus completely on HP. That gives you a lot of sustain. Alright. Or maybe the input lag helped by turning on a little bit of DLSS, lowering the settings a little. I don't know. Still looks pretty good, the game, I would say. But I think I could play this game on the iGPU and it'll still be a pretty decent experience. I might try that next stream. Ooh, that was a graphical glitch, wasn't it? We'll see. We're getting like nearly 60. I can just turn on DLSS. For some reason my DLSS 4 is not working right now. There's this way to override to force it on older titles. Because DLSS is like so new. I think this dude is... Puppet cannot enter. Energy depleted. This game's actually really good. Let's put him out of his misery. Guess not. Hotel Krat. Greatest luxury you'll ever experience. Right. I think there's not that much more enemies until we get into the hotel. So we're basically done with the action segment for today's stream. Just letting you all know. And I'll be wrapping up in the next, 15 minutes. Maybe 30. Sometimes I go really long. But all the action is over. But nonetheless, you'll get to see some neat architecture. Hotel Krat is nice looking. Definitely a different look from, Souls games. Maybe we could turn it back to Ultra so we can see the nice, pretty graphics. Although it's already setting is pretty high right now. Alright, what does this say? Oh, that's the Hotel Krat sign. I don't remember this particular walkway.
The hotel's security excludes puppets like you.
We are a
So
puppet,
you'll
but
have
we're a
to
special
lie
puppet.
to get inside.
You have to lie to get inside. You're a special
special
puppet
puppet
after
after all.
the game explained it for you. This way? No, this way is nothing, right? Other than a couple of boxes I can't break! There's too many boxes we can't break in this game, man. I don't know if it's a good game anymore. But, like, jokes aside, I'm half serious. The breaking boxes in this game is not as satisfying as, like, Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring. They just have more of a crunch to it when you go. Like, it's kind of, like, lame when you, like, roll into boxes in this game. Pretty sure at this point in the game this area also has no enemies. As I alluded to just a second ago, the action portion of this stream is pretty much over, guys. We won't be doing that much else other than looking around the hotel a little bit. Which is exactly what I've done for this is now the 3rd time I've done it. Okay, looks like we looted the area. So Loot King will be satiated, satisfied. Alright. So yeah, the lore of this world is such that puppets cannot lie, and we are a puppet, but we're a special puppet with the ability to lie. So.
Welcome to the sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you?
Puppets cannot enter, so we say we are human.
Grand Covenant's
I said prove your identity, and it's like,
cannot lie.
oh, but true. Puppets can't lie, so if a puppet was a puppet, then they would say, I'm a puppet. That's why you can enter. Because you're proving it by being able to... By saying human, only a human can truly say that they're human. So I guess it is proof within this world. Unless you're a special puppet that can lie. Night, leg shot. Sorry if I missed you, that was 2 minutes ago. And here is the splash screen for the game. I can tell I've already gotten quite more comfortable at Souls games, because like the bosses that I've done before that have taken way more tries are now like 1, 2, 3 tries. Like Dark Souls 3, that first boss, one tried it. The first time I ever played that game, it was like 30 minutes. Non-stop trying. This boss, in hard mode, in this game, I was already like quite a bit better at Souls at that time, when I played this game for the first time. And it still took me like, by the way, you know, this is some lore revealing here. This is how the world was before. And yeah, if you'll notice, the people that are working on the game have very Korean names, right? It's a Korean studio. But, you know, I think I got hung up on that a bit too much. Like, between this game and Bloodborne, I chose Bloodborne because a lot of people like Bloodborne better. And the little bit that tipped me over the edge was because Bloodborne is Japanese and Lies of P is Korean. But that doesn't mean, you know, I kind of like, in my head... Oh, by the way, yeah, the puppets turn on the humans. But before this, the puppets were like just loyal servants to the humans, and they were very helpful. And then something happened where they turned on the humans. So this is the lore of this game. Unlike Dark Souls, this game, the lore is very clear, I've heard. So like, you can very easily tell what's happening in the story. They will like spell it out for you. Whereas in Dark Souls, it's like, you know, you have to read item descriptions and kind of infer things and notice details in like, you know, your surroundings and stuff like that. This game is very easy to understand the story. So the puppets turn on the humans, and that's where we are. Mr. Special Puppet. Very artistic, by the way. How the color comes back as this butterfly lands on his hand. Also, the loading screen says, now lying. Kind of a nice touch. Kind of leaning into it. Look at that texture on the clothing. It actually does look kind of like it has detail.
I'm so happy to see you. I am Sophia.
Sophia.
I've been waiting for you. Searched all over the city of Krat to find you. You must have questions. Geppetto will have answers. But we have to find him first.
Geppetto will have the
He was
answer.
last seen on Elysian Boulevard. All of Krat is dangerous for humans, and that neighborhood is one of the scariest. Please find Geppetto on Elysian Boulevard. I'll explain more once you find him.
So basically the premise of this game is that, you know, the puppets have turned on the humans and now the puppets are our enemies. So majority of enemies, it is so far implied. I don't actually know, you know, the story of the game. So I've only played up to here, where we are now. And Hotel Krat, I understand, is going to be like the hub of this particular game. You know, the Firelink Shrine, the Round Table of Elden Ring, the, I don't know, what's the equivalent of other games? For Bloodborne, it'd be the Hunter's Nightmare, that sort of thing. Hotel Krat is like the hub, the central area of this game where you always come back to, you know, do things. And I'm under the impression that, you know, a great majority of the time it's a safe area, maybe even 100%. But we don't know that, and we don't want to know that, except by finding out through playing the game. Okay, you can level up through Sophia using the Ergo in your possession. You can increase your stats when you level up. Nice thing about this game that they don't have in Dark Souls 3 is in Dark Souls 3 you can only level up at the hub. But in this game you can level up at any checkpoint, which they're calling as stargazers, but equivalent to bonfires. And do I have any more? No, I spent it all because I went back to the previous one and just spent it all. So we have 16 vitality. That's good. Means we have quite a bit of additional HP. And yet we still only have 412.
Look at Gemini. I think he's in shock.
Gemini, I think he's in shock.
Gemini is fine.
That's proof you're broken. The real Gemini isn't so calm. I'm no inventor, but perhaps I can fix him. Or perhaps he'll fix himself in time. Wait, take this pocket watch. Krat is a labyrinth of peril right now. This watch will guide you to a safe place. Be careful, clever one.
Clever one. And just a little bit more backstory about this game. We are basically Pinocchio. That is what P stands for, as far as I'm aware. But don't quote me on that. That is, you know, that is my guess as a player who doesn't know the rest of this game. So I'm in a similar position to anybody. So whatever I say is what I understand so far. The story can change. Reduced to a kitchen tool. I know there's a sexist joke in there somewhere. Okie dokie.
Welcome to Hotel Krat. My name is Polendina, butler to Lady Antonia.
Tonya.
Please let me know how I may be of service.
Can you have easier to remember names like Bob and Frank?
Calm walk hand in hand. Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service?
Oh, and it looks like the general area where the game takes place. Ooh, there's a cat on the top left. The general area where this whole game takes place is a city called Krat. And it might not be all of it, but it seems to be where we are now anyway. Kind of like the equivalent of a Raccoon City. Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service? Okay, so he's a talking / Thor. What is this? Quartz. Ability activation part. Colorful tiny ergo fragment. Activates a special ability when equipped with a P organ. There's this whole system for this game that I don't know yet, but I might actually just watch a video on it. I don't consider that cheating. You know, to use a guide to learn the game. Instead of, you know, learning like, you know, how to cheese a boss or how to, or what's going to happen in the next area. That I would consider too much, but just learning how to play the game, I don't think that's bad to get it from a video. Or to explain lore, I think that would be reasonable as well, but this game I've heard is very clear. Like, you don't need, you know, for additional detail you might use a guide, but for the main story you should be able to understand just by playing, which is a nice change from like the Souls series. So far the difficulty feels comfortable for me, though. But that is intro area, so let's not get too comfortable. Tooth wheel. I'm gonna worry about all this next stream, but maybe we'll just do the normal talking to him. Grand Covenant. Let's ask about that.
The Grand Covenant is a set of absolute commands imprinted on puppets when they are made. First law: all puppets must obey their creator's commands. Second law: a puppet may not harm humans. Third law: a puppet protects and serves humans and the city of Krat. Fourth law: a puppet cannot lie. I've told you about the laws engraved upon every puppet. Do you require anything else?
So the puppets just broke like the first 3 laws. Maybe they can lie too now. I don't know. Very cool. I don't mind the lore in this game so far. Interesting. Oh, and yeah, did I already say this? The P stands for Pinocchio. I think I did say this. Ooh, an item. Looted. Venigini's Krat Landmark Guide 1. I didn't even get to read it. Looks like it repaired my weapon for me. I don't remember repairing it. Press and hold the dash. Why is it teaching me that again? Forward jump dodge action. The dodging didn't quite work very well for me. It felt very, I don't know, unsmooth? What is it, a dying old woman? Wheelchair? Reaching out for me?
Unexpected guests are welcome.
This
We
seems
don't
nice.
insist on reservations.
Oh, she's
am
Antonia. Okay.
And this is my
The
hotel.
puppet at the front desk was talking about her.
Welcome.
It's her hotel, okay.
I knew from the moment we met that you're Geppetto's puppet. He might have a few loose screws, but Geppetto's skills are undiminished. It's a shame. He took off for Elysian Boulevard, and he never came back.
So that's the next objective, to look for Geppetto, our creator.
We'll have to make a new coffin.
And he's at Elysian Boulevard,
I
which is a very
forgot.
dangerous area of
I
Krat.
was
What
keeping
do you
this
understand?
for him. It comes with a long story, but I think it's better off with you. Please find that old man, and do take care of yourself out there.
Someone's memory? And show off clothes. Okay, let's
People
exhaust her
have
dialogue.
No idea so many secrets are buried in Krat. Thanks for keeping me company. What are you curious about?
Okay, let's ask a couple of questions. What's about
I
lying?
see you're here. That means you can lie.
Yeah, we can't get in without
Your
lying.
lies are a rare ability. You're able to choose your own path, unbound by anything. People on the outside are still afraid of puppets. Lie to protect yourself and find your path.
And then about Geppetto, our creator.
I'm an old friend of Geppetto's. His son is like family to me. Make yourself at home. You're always welcome here at the hotel. If you have any questions, ask my butler, Polendina.
Valentina is the front desk puppet. And I forgot Antonia. Antonia is the owner of Hotel Krat, this building. Okay. Have a quick look around. But we are, as I keep saying, no more action in this stream, most likely. Just gonna have a look around. Which I have never done, actually. Once I got to the hotel, I pretty much haven't done much since then. It's kind of cool. Like, this is something you don't get in Dark Souls, is like this sort of an environment. Where things are actually not broken and in ruin, and like we're in like a dystopia. And you know, there's just dragons everywhere trying to kill us. There's like actual buildings and like serenity and stuff. In some areas anyway. Well, at least for the hub. This seems like a pretty cool hub area. You can even walk behind the counter. Very cool. What is this? Investigate. Whoa, he teleported. Checking the mail slots or something? What? What did he do? Hello? Why can't we have like waifu puppets?
Welcome to Hotel.
Okay, we've already exhausted him for now. I'm not gonna worry about like buying all the correct stuff just yet. Wait, were we just here? Dang it. Alright, let's have a look around. We roll into these. And a little bit. He is kind of like weak when you roll into stuff. And there's so many stuff you can't roll into, which is also mildly annoying. Alrighty, alrighty. Yotoba. Yeah. Like a bar or something? Yes. Exactly what it is. I will talk to you after I loot. Like there is none. Something less satisfying about like how uninteractive the items are. Everything is like completely block solid. Yeah, it's just something weird about that. Maybe From Software
I
does a
heard
little bit
about
better.
you from Geppetto, but to see
Or at
you
least
in
I
person.
prefer, I should say.
Wow. You should take this. Geppetto left it
Oh,
with me.
cool. A waifu. A human waifu, I think. What did she give me? Ooh, a new mechanic for combat, I'm sure. Now I could fire missiles from my left hand. I don't know, by the way. I'm just saying. Legion Arm. I've heard the term Legion Arm though, because I've watched like reviews of the game and stuff, and they talk about Legion Arm. But I didn't know what it was, and I don't remember most of it. Any of it, actually. Special equipment that is equipped on the left arm. Each Legion Arm has its own combat ability. Legion Arms can be modified into all sorts of forms. Modifications can be made using the Do I even need to pronounce any of those second half of those letters in that word? It's like they're all silent, you know. Venin. Craft machine. Almost like a form of spaghetti. What are you eating tonight? Venin.
The sound of it alone. That craftsmanship comes only from the hands of Geppetto.
Ah,
It must be
Geppetto is known
something
for high
else.
craftsmanship.
A custom arm from Geppetto himself is quite an accessory. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Eugenie from the Workshop Union. I
Not
know my
Eugene,
way around
Eugenie.
weapons of all kinds. I'm sure Master Geppetto would agree. If any of your weapons need work, bring them to me.
Ah, so she's the blacksmith, essentially. But she's not black. Yeah. First cute waifu character in this game. I guess she's a human.
I know my way around a weapon. Want me to look at something?
Sure. Can we upgrade this weapon? You have a moonstone. Eugenie can help you upgrade a weapon. You best French accent. Your. I mean, when I really try to like impersonate French, I kind of exaggerate it, like, oh, it's the French. Which is like obviously not accurate. It's just like my Chinese accent. It's exaggerated, it's not accurate. Like, I am Chinese. I give you a good price. 34.50. 50 cents off. You have a moonstone, usually can help you upgrade a weapon's blade. Weapon's attack power will increase when you upgrade the blade. The blades can only be equipped. Ah, Japanese accent. Azure Dragon Crescent Glaive. This is the weapon I got for purchasing the game legally. It was like a bonus. Puppet Saber Blade. I guess this is what we're using now. Hidden Moonstone? Do I actually have a Moonstone though? That's what I can't tell. And should I upgrade this? Not ready to do that quite yet. Alter handle. You can bring Eugenie's cranks to alter weapon handles. Why do I sound more Chinese than you? Because I'm actually trying to sound Chinese. And because I exaggerate. Each handles property upgrades based on your character's default ability. Doesn't mean I'm more Chinese or can actually speak more Chinese. It's just, you know, when you exaggerate the accent, you're gonna sound more Chinese. It's just like, you know, if I speak in normal Nihongo versus like if I speak Nihongo or something like that. I attend the shitty college. Very shitty college. Or I vote in the election. Big election tonight. For voting, you know. Each handles property upgrades based on your character's default abilities. I'm not taking it that seriously, don't worry. You can change this property and grade one time with a handle altercation. However, you can always reset it with a balance crank. Jabbing. Jabbing. Okay, I'm just not gonna deal with it right this moment. Let's talk about Stargazer, sure.
Stargazer is a survival device used by the Stalkers.
Stalkers?
It powers itself by accumulating and absorbing ergo spores in the air. The Stalkers install
Ergo spore.
Stargazers all across the city. Once they're recovered, we can put them to use.
What? Okay.
If you want to test your skills or try new techniques, head for the garden. The Stalkers captured a puppet to use for training.
Oh.
Don't look at me like that. Everyone hates puppets. I know whose side you're on.
Are you discriminating against me? Eugenie? Woodpecker. The only thing that seems to move in the background of this game. Yeah, I think the whole background is just very static in this game. Almost nothing moves except the person and the woodpecker. You know? Even the lights are like dead stable. They're not like flame, open flame and candles and stuff. I don't know, it just... Maybe that's a little bit why the area feels less life than like Dark Souls? I don't know. Which Legion are Vini? How do you pronounce that? Vini craft machine. Which Legion arm? Is this a good looking dude, by the way? I don't really have opinion on men. Bake lights? Oh, that means that they're all baked. Bloodborne has bake lights. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they can't move. Same thing for shadows. That doesn't mean the shadows can't move. Although typically, I think... I don't exactly know, but I think backlighting the shadows only cast in a certain direction. And they can change, you know, based on the state of the world and the state of the game, but I don't know if they dynamically move. I guess that would be dynamic lighting and not backlighting, so probably not. But I don't know, to be honest. I'm not a subject matter expert. Okay, let's see what else is here. Ooh, a barrel. See, watch. Just something not quite as satisfying about it compared to like a Dark Souls 3, but it goes has like more crunch to it. Ooh, you can break the base. Okay, that's something. I guess this is the garden. These must be the puppets. It's just a punching bag? Or so. Okay. This one actually fights back a little. That's a perfect parry. Ah, it's a little late. Seems like the same in Sekiro. A little bit late. That was not perfect. Okay, that was perfect. That was not perfect. Dang, this is really tight timing. There we go. And that's when I know the exact timings and patterns of the attack, too. That's perfect. That's perfect. There's 3 perfects in a row. I feel good, I feel good. Okay. What else can we look around? Hotel Krat. We haven't checked the second floor. Let us see. Let us see. Oh? That's probably the next area, I'm guessing. We can take a quick look. Wait, is it the next area? It doesn't look like it anymore. There's nowhere you can go. See, just something not quite as satisfying about how those break. Like it was an afterthought. I don't see any bricks, by the way. I like to look at the bricks textures. Okay, what's this? Opens the door. I think this was the front door where we came in. If I was playing this on PS4, I'd be a little annoyed because the loading screen would be like probably like 30 seconds. But this will probably be like 15 or so, I'm hoping. Is this where we came from? It actually looks like it's not. Yeah, this is different. Okay. Just really quickly go in here and maybe fight like 1 or 2 dudes. Yeah, a little graphical glitch there. I think that might be from DLSS, I'm not sure. I've seen this area. What?
Hey, let's be more careful. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate these guys.
Hey, don't be racist just because it's the
Don't be
Black
alarmed.
Rabbit.
My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
By the way, yeah. Standing in the spotlight. At first you would think is bad, but I don't think it is in this particular case. No enemies yet, but I'm sure they'll start coming soon. However, I think this game is pretty similar to FromSoft games in that when there's a checkpoint, you see this is a Stargazer, unactivated Stargazer, then usually there's no enemies for a small area within that area. So if you see one of these, unless you dragged an enemy into this area, chances are it's unpopulated by enemies for a few feet, a few yards radius anyway. 100,000 for the vase? No. Chiaroscuro shading? I forget how you say it. Chiaroscuro. I learned that from Strong Bad, funny enough. Teleport to another Stargaze. Okay, so this is a fast travel system. Not too much of a surprise. Talk with Gemini. Not right now. We just want to fight a couple of enemies real quick. In the new area. Here we go. Oh, it's the same dudes. Alright. I actually lost my grip on the controller there for a second. Like, whoa. Are the graphics glitching a little bit? I guess I could have parried it. Not having to get used to the parry. Like, if you block, even if it's not perfect block, you can get the HP back. Let's see if we could sneak up to this dude. Never mind. Oh, we still can. I don't know why there's some puppets that are just like this. I think that maybe the idea behind this was that this puppet was like a free kill if you sneak up to it. But when you try to sneak up to it, this one wakes up and attacks you from behind. It could be something like that. They do that in like FromSoft games. So, all right, watch. See, that one was a little better. It had more oomph to the breaking of the box. Clements. Did we come from this way? I can't remember. I'm like lost already. Ooh, a barrel. Break the wall here. Yeah, it's just not quite as satisfying. Alright. Oh, that's where we came from. Okay. There's the Stargazer. That was a little better. More crunch. Anything in this corner? No? No? Besides the barrel. Which I can't even reach. Yeah, there's just little details that I'm not quite happy with this game. But overall, it's still a fun game. For sure. It's just the nitpicky details. Alright. Let's go slightly further, because like we haven't seen any new types of enemies yet. And I'm sure there will be. We go just a little further. This is now as far as I've ever been in this game.
Elysian Boulevard was a regular rich people row. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. But
Okay.
that was long ago. Before the Puppet Frenzy.
Okay, so there was an event called the Puppet Frenzy. Look at how... That's supposed to be a quick attacking puppet or something? It was on top of the carriage. Okay, this one's gonna electric shock me or something. Yep. So from the other side, it's a shortcut. Not from here. Dude, I'm getting lost quite easily, which is weird. Is this where I came from? Fudge. Hold on, hold on. Did we check all the areas here? Oh, we did. No, we didn't. We didn't. Didn't go this way. Cannot go in there. We can go this way, and there'll probably be at least one enemy here because there's a item. Alright, doggy, let's go. Come on, doggy. Did someone just shoot me from far away? That's exactly what happened. I pressed dodge! Jeez. Hurts so much, too. Little punk. Damn, I used a whole heal and a half. Just on these fudgers. Oh, this is a treasure chest? Yikes. Should've checked if it was a... what am I call it? A mimic. Dude, the reflection on some of the like building and stuff is a little bit freaky because he's wearing like a white shirt. Looks almost ghostly. Like I thought that was gonna be a shortcut, but it's not. Oh. I think the light pointing up just suggests that, you know, you're supposed to go up here. The ladder. Okay, cool. We're not gonna do it this stream. Even though the game is fun, I'm gonna leave that for a potential next stream. Not guaranteeing I'll do it, but yeah. Alright, so we covered this area for now. That's good. Maybe I'll heal one more time. Just have nice and full HP. Okay, that's the shortcut. By the way, can I mark this on a map? Do we have a map? Let's see. Is this a map? No, it's a bag. It's a character info. It's a settings. Do we have the map? Ooh. Hope that didn't use anything. Okay. Do we have special abilities? I get it. Wait. But did we go everywhere except for where we can go by climbing the ladder, basically? I think we've exhausted every other... Okay. And I guess we're done as far as action. Yep. Alright, let's go back. Let us go back. I guess we can fast travel back. It'll be a little faster. Teleport to the Stargazer. Tell me there is alley and Central Station Plus. Let me try this one. I don't actually remember exactly where this is. Chiaroscuro shading. It'd be Italian for light and dark. Oh, really? Wait, where the fudge? Oh, it's here. No, this isn't where I want to be. Shucks. I thought I would be able to teleport straight into Hotel Krat. That makes sense to me. Visiting Boulevard entrance. Okay, so this is where we're supposed to be. But this is right before the boss. This is probably a good one to go to. Alright. I know I said there was going to be no more action and we're going to wrap up in like 15 minutes, and that turned out to be not true, which often is the case for my streams. But we really are wrapping up this time. I just wanted to exhaust the hotel. And then once I found the exit, I was like, yeah, let's check this out too. This was the boss arena. Very symmetrical boss arena, I might add. The area after the boss arena has no enemies. Currently, anyway. Yeah, it's cool. I like the graphical design. Ooh, Hotel Krat. It's humongous, by the way. Well, I guess it is a hub, so you're supposed to be able to access it. There's even like a little monorail. I was about to say unirail. Monorail. I guess this is the animation that they use to delay while they're loading the next area. And there's still a loading screen, so yeah. It's fast though. Fast. When it's fast, it's fine. Oh, I can't start moving for a while. I guess I want to make sure that the whole area is loaded in. That's the entrance to the next area. I just want to check upstairs then. Look at this. You don't see this type of environment in Souls. See, I can't roll into anything, man. It actually does affect me slightly. Rosa Isabella, wait, one more time? Rosa Isabella street entrance key, okay. Okay, so this is another area, and it's hubbed through here. In other words, this is a hub, and the various exits lead to different areas of the game. Very cool. I guess I could jump off here if I want to get back down there quickly. A nice small little touch. But again, just feels... I don't know. Feels like there's less attention to detail compared to like a Souls game. It could be just me, I might be nitpicking too much. Yeah, see, like, I can't roll into anything! You know, I thought I was joking when I said it's not a good game and can't roll into boxes and stuff, but maybe I really do like to roll into stuff. Anyway, it's still pretty cool. I like the fact that there's just this area here. It looks really cool. Yeah, I might pick this up just because the environment is a little bit more unique, a little bit more different. More modern, more realistic type of world, I guess. I'm gonna try just falling off. Let's see how much fall damage we take. Though I know there's a spot we... Ooh. Where was that part we can fall off? Okay, there's one. Okay, no damage from that. And we landed on something. Let's have a... See, I can't roll into stuff! No! I thought this was a... Yeah, Stargazer. So how come I can't... Oh, I never touched this Stargazer. That's why I couldn't teleport to this one. Oh my god. It is, isn't it? Let me just test that theory out by going to the Elysian Boulevard one. And then see if I can come back to this one now. I don't think I ever used this Stargazer. This hub. I mean, this checkpoint, I guess is the right way to put it. Bonfire, grace, lamp, you know. Okay. All that just to test out a theory, but we'll find out soon. After I kill this guy really quickly. Cool. A little bit of extra money for that. 50. 50 monies. Alright, let's see if we can go to... I think we still can't go to that specific Stargazer. Really? Okay, I might just stay here then and go back through this path. So Hotel Krat is like right there. I feel like we have a lot of stamina for an early level. So this gets us back into Hotel Krat. So it's actually seems like the closest teleporting point. But it's surprising that you can't just teleport straight inside Hotel Krat, especially if it's a hub. You would think. I might be missing something. So this is just like the Hotel Krat gardens or something, I don't know. North entrance. Cloudy morning. Is there like actual weather? Oh, you can see like the architecture. Pretty freaking big hotel, but I'm sure you can't use all of it, but maybe some of it. Later on, like you can go up there and use the monorail to access different parts of the city, probably. Very cool. Alright. Let's stop here. GG's. Thanks for dropping by. It actually is kind of fun, and so far the difficulty feels fine. Let's try it in hard. I don't think I would want it much easier than this, but I know later on in the game it's going to get much harder. Or I think so. Or maybe I'm like comfortable enough with this formula of game that I can kind of trudge through it with a appropriate amount of difficulty. You know, basically I would like to be able to beat most bosses in like 10 tries max. That's sort of like what I prefer. Although some bosses, like, if they're fun, you can do more, and I don't really mind that much. As long as they're fair and they're fun. Anyway, GG's. We'll do a quick summary. So we just did the introduction area of Lies of P. We did a little bit of the next area, and we got to this hub, which is Hotel Krat. Game feels good. Game feels like... They compare this to Bloodborne in terms of atmosphere and stuff, but Bloodborne is much more... gothy. It's really everything is dark and black themed, and yeah, this one is more brighter. Stuff is not as destroyed. Like this place is like, you know, it feels like it could almost be a real hotel. Like it's not destructed in any way. We also covered the lore, so we found out this guy is a special puppet that has the ability to lie, which is unique. And is the puppet of its creator, Geppetto, who is supposedly a master craftsman, so probably special puppet because made by a special creator. And then there's like a covenant of puppets. You know, puppets serve humans, obey humans at all times, and cannot lie. Except for us. We're a special puppet. And I believe we are actually Pinocchio in Lies of P. I don't know that. That is all just... you know, conjecture from how far I got in this game so far. And yeah, we leveled up a few times. We beat the first boss, basically a tutorial boss. And yeah, we leveled up nothing but HP. And heal a little bit. It's very similar to Souls, but it has more emphasis on parrying a little bit. So we have to practice that a little bit. Parry timing seemed very tight for the perfect parry as well. Alrighty. Yeah, the other piece of lore that was made obvious to us is that the puppets used to serve humans and were very, you know, peaceful, and then they had a big puppet, you know, rebellion. I forget what they named it. The dude right there will tell you. And so now the puppets started attacking all the humans, and that's where we are now. And so we are looking for our master, who created us, Geppetto, who is in Elysian Boulevard, and that's the next area. Alrighty. That's a good summary. Alright, thanks for dropping by, and have a good day or night, wherever you are. Remember to take care of your health. Eat good stuff. Drink good stuff. Go easy on the alcohol. Alright, have a great day. Bye.